Hey there, it's Patmos and welcome back for episode 25 of our Rags to Riches. We just started out in March and, well, we have some stuff to do. First thing first, we have to check the contracts. Now, they change every time you save the game and reload, so these are different from what we saw last time, but that's just what it is. Not a lot to do about it, and there's also not a lot of contracts to do. In 1 month, the grass will be ready. So what I actually want to do is go to sleep, skip another month, and then work on our grass with our new baler, for instance. So let's go. And good morning, everyone. It is back to April. It's raining. That's not so nice. Let's get in the tractor. Now time to do the grass. But before we're going to do that, I want to check out... Ooh, a plow. And oh, nice. We have this one. Now it's at a lower price, but oh well, it's okay. What I want to do is make ours work on our little grass patch a little bit easier by getting a windrower. Now, these are all very interesting. They're all cheap and all have a little area that they work in. This one works at 8.4 meters. I think that's pretty good. And this is very affordable. I like this. So what I want to do is get this machine so that we can windrow the grass and get less rows that we have to run over with the baler. I think that's a very good thing to do. So let's buy this one. We'll bring this home with us to the farm. And then we will start to get the... windrower hooked on and make sure that we do that. Now, I don't know if the AI can actually do the windrowing, so we'll have to figure that out at some point. But at first, I will get the other guy to actually work our farm, here we are, and do the grassing, the mowing, and then we can start getting ready with the windrower soon, and then do some baling. Okay, back at the grass patch of our farm. The AI started mowing. It will still have quite some work to do though before we can actually do some serious windrowing. Here we have a nice storage shed. I like that. This is nice. I love it. So let's just put down this piece of equipment. Make sure that we can hook this up to the mower at some point so that it can do its job. But probably right now there ain't a lot for us to do. Except some very good hoeing contract now. Ooh, and weeding. So I'm going to quickly do these contracts. When we come back, we might as well have our AI done with the mowing. I will try and set it up for the windrowing, but I'm not sure if it actually can do that. And then we will see if we do it ourselves or the AI. And then we will do the baling ourselves. I know the AI can't do that. And then we will try and get some bales going. And then at some point we also have to buy the trailer to get the bales out of the way. And put them in the shed where they can ferment. And then a day later we should be able to start selling. Make some extra money whenever we need to. It's also easy that we can then stack up a lot of bales. To accumulate money basically. And then if we need to buy something expensive. We can do that right after we sell a ton of bales. So... it'll be a little bit of our saving account, I guess, the bills. But now I will get into the hoeing. And I will see you right after when we return to our grass farm. To see if we can do some actual windrowing. Okay, contract's done. Let me bring the money in. As you could see, on the first two fields, I didn't use the... do we have something else? No. I didn't use the steering assist. I only used it on the last field, because on the last field it was very hard to see where we have been. On the first two fields, that was way, way easier to see. It was actually quite clear. Sorry, little cough there. How do you do that? Let me know in the comments. Do you always use the steering assist? Because I guess it can be quite efficient and helps you to do things fast and in straight lines and all. Or do you also sometimes do stuff without the steering assist, just to give yourself some more control and, I don't know, show off your skill on how straight you can do things like that? I like to do it sometimes without. Probably haven't done that much during this series, because in the beginning I did that and I got a lot of comments of people like, you should use the steering assist. And I like the steering assist, but I also like to sometimes just go for it manually and try my own stuff. So let me know. Now, I don't know if the grass work is done yet. I don't think so, because we did not get a message as far as I could see that the AI was done. But I think what we are going to do, or what we should do right now, is just drive to the store, drop off this piece of equipment. We'll leave it at the store. Then we will buy that baler trailer. I don't know if that's the right term, but I'm going to call it the baler trailer, so that we can pick up the round bales and bring them into the shed, so that our field can be rolled afterwards. And then, if that works, or if we have that and the AI is not ready, we might be able to already start a bit of windrowing though, and get going with that. And maybe we do the first time that we do the whole field ourselves. That would be nice. And then after that we'll get into the baling. We pick up the bales, we sort them out in the shed, and that will be a lot of the work for today. Maybe some more contracts, but I don't know yet. So yeah, that's the plan now. And well, luckily we have arrived at the store. So let's me drop off this one. Let's get into the store. Let's see if we get lucky and we get the trailer for free. No, or not for free, but for cheap. No. We'll have to buy it. This is the round baler, guys. So let's get it. I don't know. Sometimes this one changes and sometimes it just stays what it is. So let's just change it back. I want to get the color to John Deere green. There we go. That should be the back end here. Of course, we get some Dutch tires if we can. We'll set up a standard. There we go. That should be our trailer. It can hold up to 24 bales, which I think is a significant amount. I also think we'll get a significant amount of bales out of our fields, because if we get, I believe a bale is 2,000. What's the right liters of hay or grass? And since we get like 150,000, something like that, off the field, we should get quite a few bales. But we'll see about it. I mean, it would be nice if we can get a ton of bales and then sell them for a good price. So that should be okay. It'll all be an experience using the baler with the wrapper on it, so we don't have to do that separately. Have to stop all the time to make sure that it doesn't lather up, of course. And then after that we'll use this machine to pick up all the bales. I'm looking forward to it. So let's go quickly to the farm, check out how far our grass mower guy is, and start the windrowing. Look at that, he's actually really far. He's almost done. If we let him be for a bit, we can let him do the windrowing automatically, if that works, because that's something that I still have to figure out. Can we do that with the AI? But if we can, that will be very nice. This is a little bit tight, let me go like this. And then we can just follow with the baler. That's going to be a lengthy task, which is okay. I don't mind doing lengthy tasks. We just have to be ready for it. And then hopefully we can do that in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, let me just park this up here somewhere. Yep, there we go. Let's park it up. Now what I want to do, I'm going to hook up the windrower to this one. Just so we can check if we can do this with the AI or not. Because if we can't, then there's no point in waiting until we actually get the mowing done. So let's stop right here. Let's press H. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, so we can just turn it on, headlands and all that kind of stuff. So all we have to do is hook up our little John Deere as soon as it's done. Let it do the windrowing while we go out and do the baling. Oh, this will be nice. This will be a big help. Let's drop it off right here. We can hook this friend up to the baler already. I guess I have to move those pallets at some point because they're a little bit in the way over there, but it's okay. Did we put silage additive in? Not yet. Standing right here though, so we might as well just do that straight away. Refill the baler. There we go. Push the right button. That's the right button. We don't have that much silage additive. I think. Nah, maybe. I don't know. 37 liters. I think we should be good for a bit. Okay, so the baler is ready. All is set. We just need to finish the grass mowing. Just a little bit of work. Let me just take over. I'll do it. No. Keep the mower low. I'll finish this and get it to work on the windrowing, and we will do the baling. Let's watch and see what the AI does, and then as soon as he gets going, we might just follow him. We're going to start with this headland, and then we can just go after him. We have to lower the baler, or also unfold it, lower it, put it on, and then we can just do one nice row instead of a lot. That's great, although this is a little bit tight. There we go. Lower the pickup. Turn it on. Let's see if it works. Yep, grass is coming in. Now, the thing with this is you have to stop in time to make sure that the bale can come out before you pick up the next one. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, there's 3,500 in the bale. Now, that's good news. That means that there's quite a lot in the bale, actually. Now, while we can continue picking up stuff again, it will be wrapped and then it will fall off. There's a little tipper on the edge that will simply make sure that whatever we put out, like the bale, you can see right here, it will tip over, so they won't roll away, because this is on a little slope, and if we don't do that, then we have a problem, because all the bales will roll down. Now, you do have to stop in time, as you can see right here. We have to actually back up a little bit, then wait for the hatch to close, and now we can continue and pick up more of this, while the bale is actually formed. Now, you can see how quickly the baler fills up right now. We have to wait for it to drop. I set it to automatic drop because it will just drop it. That's fine. You can clearly see how quick the baler fills up. That's because of the efficiency right now. So instead of doing one grass row like we did before with the forager over and over again, this row consists of 3 rows of grass. So it will fill the baler very fast. Okay, so with 3,500 in a bale, that means 10 bales will have 35,000. So 30 bales will have up to 105,000, something like that. So I guess we'll get somewhere around 40 to 50 bales out of a field like this. I don't know. That'll be nice though. We have a bale counter. We've put out 4 bales so far, so we can clearly see in the end how much we have got off this field. You can also reset that every time you have used it so that you can see it over and over again, which is nice. Right, just a little bit more for the grass. There we go. Now, I do hope the bales are not in the way of our windrower, but this should not be, because they're only in the line of the actual grass that we that the barrier has already been, so that should not be the case. But We have to be careful with this. Now I will continue with this. You will see it all at a higher speed. And then I will see you right after and we can see how many bales we made. Okay, the bales are done. We made 47 bales. We just need a tiny bit more grass to get another bale. I actually think if we just hook up the mower to the front and we just mow a tiny bit of piece of land, we can actually get that done. So let's do that. Okay, let me turn on the baler again. Let me turn on the mower. No. There we go. Just a little bit. It's going to be right here. This is going to be it. Just so that we get that extra bale out. I want that extra bale. There we go. Okay, I can turn off the mower. We can fold it again. We're going to put this stuff away. We'll have to get the bale ready. Now, I have to say, I enjoy the baling. It's a bit tough because you really have to stop in time every time a bale is done. It needs to pass it on to the wrapper. That's a little thing. But other than that, it is just a lot of fun to use this tool, actually. And I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, I want to use this more often. And you really get the feel when you're busy with it that you're making a product. So once you're done, you have a bale. It's always like we use the, I don't know, you have a bakery and you put wheat in it, and then in the end it turns into a product that we can sell. Ooh, this is dirty. So I really love that about the baler. Now we have to still pick up all the bales, put them away into the silage, or into the storage. There it will ferment into silage, so we don't have to do anything for that. We just have to wait. And then tomorrow we should have silage. And what I like so much about this whole baling thing is that now, let's say we do a few contracts and at some point there's a piece of equipment coming up and we need another 20,000 to actually buy it. We don't have to wait until a full bunker is done, get everything sold, and then we will still have... We can just go to the shed, pick up the amount of bales that we need to actually get that extra 20,000. Then we use that... We take it out, we sell it, and then we can buy that piece of equipment. And there will still be more money into the shed. So I think that will be a very nice way of dealing with needing money in this game. I like that. So for me that will be pretty cool. So hopefully we can use that well. Now I'm going to pick up all the bales, deliver them in the right spot so that they will be stored in the shed. And then we should have 48 bales already for sale soon. Now I can quickly show you before we do that. You can see there are wrinkles on this one. That means it's not ready yet. We can see it's fermenting now. It's at 1%. Once this is fully fermented, you don't see those wrinkles anymore. It gets perfectly smooth. Then you know that a bale is completely ready. So that's a way that you can actually check that to see if a bale is good. Now with this one, we just have to drive up to it, see, and then it will automatically pick it up. And then we can do this bale per bale, and then deliver them off at the end. Have fun watching! 48 bills, 2 full trailers of 24. They're all accounted for, so time to put these away. I do love this whole storage system though, that you can just put them in and then they will be stacked in there and it just looks so good. Let's get it into the right position already. Let's drive this in backwards. Then we can tell it to actually empty out. There the bills go. They will all be stored in here. I like this so much. I like this so much. And then if we want to get them out, we just walk over here. We press the R, the open up dialog, and we can tell them what we want to get out. In this case, round bills. We can do 24 at a time. If we want to do this, we will probably do 24. We can do 25. We will probably do 24, so we can load up the trailer again. And then the bills will start stacking up here. We'll just get our machine back here again. We will start to load them up slowly. Then once the whole machine is loaded, we can bring them all to the selling point, and that's it. And we can also see right now that these are grass bales. In a day, they will turn into silage bales, and it will also tell us that. So that will be nice too. Now, we didn't use the trailer very much, so I don't know how dirty it is. So I'll probably just leave it as it is for now, although it is pretty dirty. I do really want to clean this tractor though, because this is, oops, this is not in a very good position. Wait, please lower, raise it. Yep, there we go. I really wanted it to raise that arm. Or I park it up here. Now I think this is a pretty good spot. Let's unhook it. Now let's clean our little tractor here. And at the same time, probably check out the greenhouses. Do they still have enough water? Oh yes, they're good, they're good. Let's clean the tractor. So we have all the grass done already in a little bit over an hour. Or a little bit less actually. And I think this is also going faster than how we did it with the foraging wagon. And the forage wagon, it's just a little pain because, you know, we don't have the strongest tractor. It's hard to pull it. It gets stuck real easy, and then we have to use the John Deere with the bucket to scoop it out so that it can drive again. So I'm really happy that we kind of made the switch to the baler now. Now we'll just have to see how that really works. Another thing we have to do, let me quickly get to this little baby, of course, is to clean this, but also we have to get this field rolled again. Or the highest yield with the fertilizer. So that's going to be the next step. Another thing that I'm very happy with is that we did all of the landscaping out here, because look at this, it looks way cleaner and nicer than it did before, so that is really good. However, we might also want to do some more work in the pathing and stuff later on. For now, we'll just leave it as it is though. It's okay for now. Let me get this stuff cleaned. I will then put the AI to work and make sure that it starts rolling this field. And then I will check if there are a few contracts that we can do while this field is rolled so that we don't waste our time. And then I think after that it's probably time to just go to sleep, skip ahead a bit and see what else we can do. Or maybe at some point reach the harvesting of our crops again. So that will make us nice money once we can sell that. And we do have a sizable farm right now, I think. So I think soon enough we'll be really moving away from contracts. Probably only in the winter, so that's nice. I would love to see that. So this is done. Let me get this guy to work, and I will see you soon. Two hoeing contracts, but they're not worth it. A fertilizing contract, not sure if that's worth it, but that could be a good deal. Two weeding contracts, and I think we can use those with the hoe. So I think I'll do those two. And then at some point we'll have to check if our guy out here is ready, because this is going to take him some time. But until then, I'm just going to do the weeding contracts. These two are ready. Let's complete them. 1300, 1600. I like the money. Didn't even check what we made last day. 13,000 and now it's 10,000. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Also didn't get a message yet that the AI was ready. And we can see he's not even doing the headlands. And he's usually doing the headlands last. So the AI will be busy for a bit. So we might as well just check if there's another nice contract to be done. Bale wrapping, deadwood. Oh, that's pretty close to our farm, but we're not there. Fertilizing, don't really like to do that. Don't like any of these at the moment, actually. So, nope, there's not a lot to do. So let's get our piece of equipment back to the farm, and there we'll check again if there is some job to do. And otherwise, we'll just wait until our roller is ready, and then we will go to sleep. Two more weeding contracts just popped up as we came home. This is a nice one, though. I'm going to do that one straight. Not sure if we'll do the other one, because that's quite far out again. We have to make a long drive to actually go all the way over there. So I'm not sure. Kind of hoping that the AI will be ready by then, but that's also a tough one. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's going to be shorter lines and then the outskirts, so who knows. At least we'll do that contract. Go, go, go! Well, another one done. Weeding, 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 and all the weeds are gone. How are we doing on the AI front? Oh man, still not there, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this piece of equipment back to our little farm out here. I will then drive towards our sleeping spot, and as soon as I get the message that the AI work is done, I will sleep, and then I will greet you in the morning when we will do some more work. And another good morning. It is May already. The AI worker was done. We can see everything is fertilized. Of course, this tractor is still standing there, but that's okay. Do we have some nice jobs to do? Ooh, yep, that's one that I'm going to accept. That's a no-brainer. But yeah, we have a nice job to do. That's good. And soon enough, the grass will turn into silage, and we can see how much it's worth then. That will be nice. We also have some lettuce to sell, which gives us good money. And then I think we can already start to think about which field we should buy next, which is probably going to be field 31 because it has wheat on it, and that is something that we can use and sell once it's ready to get harvested. We might also get a contract for this though, so I don't know. But I'll probably buy it before that. We just harvest it ourselves, put it away, and sell it at a great time. This field, however, has sunflowers on it, so that's not so nice. We don't have a way to deal with that right now. This is a grass field, also interesting, but I don't know. I don't think we have to completely plow it and all. I'll probably do that once we get like field 31, 30, 29, 28, so that we can turn this into one big field. Something like that. So for now, it will be that hoeing contract, and then see if how much money we have in terms of silage. Let's go! Ooh, we're done. This was nice and easy. Took me a little bit over 15 minutes real time, and it made us a whooping 11,600. I think this is the easiest contract I've ever done to make such amount of money, because usually you have to do a lot of work to make that amount of money. Now there's another hoeing contract. It's not too far, but it's not a lot of money. There's a weeding contract, pretty far, not a lot of money. I don't like all of this actually. I want to get into more work on the fields. So, before we continue, let me check the store for a second. Oh, what's this? Is this like a medium tractor? Because this could be handy. Oh, wow. I don't want the twin wheels. I want the standard version. Engine setup. How strong can we make the engine? We can get it up to 359 horsepower. Can we get some Dutch tires on it? Yes. Standard beacon design. Oh, we could put lights on it. Nice. And of course a license plate. Now this is 359. No front loader though, so kind of wanted a front loader. But on the other end, this is a good tractor. It's going to cost us 69. And it would help us out. But I'm not sure. It's a medium tractor, I think. Yep, there it is. I think this is the one. T7 LMB, is that the one? T8000. Is it a heavy tractor? T8 Genesis series. I think this is the tractor actually. No, this is not the one. This is going up to 400 horsepower. So that's not, this is the one. It's normally 111,000. Okay, so if we would buy this new, it would cost us 131,000. We can get it for 69, which is nice, but I don't think this is what I want to go for at the moment. So that's not something that we're going to do. However, what I also wanted to check is our greenhouses, for instance. How much do we have? We're actually storing lettuce in the greenhouses, meaning that there's 5 pallets out in each, 6 and 6 in total. So we have 12 pallets of lettuce. That should make us around 40,000. We also have the silage ready, which will make us another 60,000. That's another 100,000. And if we have another 100,000, we'll get up to 200,000, meaning that we probably can buy a few fields when it comes to it. This one will be 64. This one will be 80. So yeah, we might actually be able to buy these 2 fields and maybe one extra somewhere. And that can really boost us. Plus, there's wheat on this farm, if I'm correct. Yep. So we should be able to harvest that at some point. There's canola on this farm, I think. Yep. So we should be able to harvest that at some point. In 2 months, actually. And might be the same for, same for the wheat. That can get us a lot of resources. So what I basically want to do is I'll drive to our farm. I'm going to sell off all of our silage because we're going to get a good price for it. And I'm going to sell all the lettuce that we have. And I think we'll make the use of the opportunity to get some sleep. Probably 2 months. And then we will just go to work on all of our farm fields. Because we have to do all the harvesting. Both on the grass and on the other farms. So that's going to be a lot of work. And we also have to buy those fields then and do the harvesting there and then start preparing them all. So that's going to be a lot to do, but I think it's worth it. So let me drive home, load up the silage, I'll sell it. We have to make 2 drives and then we'll sell the lettuce as well, see how much money we have and then go to sleep. And here we are. I just put the small tractor away first with the roller still attached. So I cleaned that and here we are now to get all of the bales that we have. Now one thing I am not sure of is if we park this trailer in the right spot, will the bales come out and be loaded on it? I don't think so. So I'll probably have to just get out and then load get the bales out. Can I do that? Yes, round bales. I want 25 out. Start. See, there they come. So they won't be loaded on this. So what we have to do is get this into the ready position. And we just have to start picking them up automatically. And then we can sell them off, which is going to take a little bit of time. So I'll just show you when we sell it. That's probably the best. There we go. I'll see you then. That is a lot of money. I think that's actually more than predicted. This is already 42,000. If we do another batch of this, See, it says out here it's worth 30,000, but we just did this amount and we made over 40,000. So that's going to be interesting if we do this again. So let's quickly get those other bills, sell them at the same place and see how much money we make. Time to unload the second batch. See how much we get this time. Hope this is good. There we go. Yep. All is sold. Let's go check the numbers. We made 86,000 on the bills. That's a lot more than the 60,000 the game predicted. I'm happy with that. So with all of this together, we actually made a ton of money today already with the contract and all of these bills. We still have to sell the lettuce. So let's move on to that. Get that sold quickly. And see what our spending money is going to be for the next few months. Okay, I got me 13 pallets of lettuce on. Now let's go check if we want to sell the lettuce where we get the best price, which should right now be at the supermarket. So let's check the supermarket. Let's head out there, make sure that we make some very good money on this. And then I have to, at some point, water the greenhouses. We're probably going to sleep then and decide what to do with all this money. I am actually thinking a little bit about buying that tractor, because we can use the extra tractor, because that will give us the ability to use an extra AI worker, and a strong tractor will also help to pull certain things relatively fast, so that might be a very good help actually. So I'm kind of deciding on how much money we have after this. Then we will check how much we can... we have to be careful with all of this lettuce on, otherwise it will tilt. Then we will decide whether we can buy that and still get 1 or 2 fields. If not, then I'll probably decide not to get the tractor yet. But if we can buy a few fields and a tractor, that would be my preferred thing. Because we have to do, after we do the harvest on the canola, for instance, and maybe that wheat field that we buy and all that stuff, we have to do the cultivating, the sowing, maybe some weeding. So having good tractors and enough tractors to do that all with the AI will be really helpful. And that can speed up the game for us in such a manner that we also don't have to do contracts anymore, because we can just quickly do everything, go to the next episode, sleep a few nights and continue our work. So I don't know, we'll see. Let's just first sell this here. We are already, that's how quickly this goes. Let's sell this off and see how much we make. That is another 54,000. We're really making some good money today. Let me just park up here and check all the numbers now. We have 248,000. Just getting this tractor will cost us 50,000. Picking the wheels that I want doesn't really add anything, so that's okay. Wheel setup will be standard. I like this. If we want to get the extra engine upgrade, it will go from 281 all the way up to 359, which is a big difference. I think that's worth it. It'll cost us 70,000. Let's say we have 250,000. 70,000 off will leave us with another 180,000 to spend. A little bit less, but let's say around 180,000. If we want to buy a few fields with that, this one is going to cost us 229. So that's 228. So that's not going to work out. We could buy that right now, but then we can't buy the tractor. So yeah, I'm not so sure we should do that. And I feel a cough coming up, so let me just cough first. Sorry about that. If we were to get some fields out here for 180,000, we can get this one, 64,000. We can get this one, 80,000. That's 140,000. That means we still have 30,000 for some other stuff. Now, I don't think there's a field that we can easily get for like 30,000, but we could also already start to buy this field, 120, plus this one. That will get us up to a little bit over 180, but we might be able to do 1 or 2 contracts before we get to this. Then we also have the place where we can start to build our farm. Now, that would be a bit of a big investment that won't yield us any good stuff. So I don't think that's the way to go. But for instance, if we buy this one for 80, this one for 65, that's 145,000. We still have some spending money. Maybe at some point we can get up here and buy field 30 as well. Then we can also start to combine some of the fields already and get to work with it. So I think we could actually potentially buy this tractor and get an extra hand on. And I would not be sad about that. So let me think about this. I'm going to start driving home, water the greenhouses. And then in that time, I will make up my mind about what we're going to do with that tractor, whether we're going to get it or not. Nonetheless, once I've watered up the greenhouses and decided on buying the tractor or not, we will go to sleep for 2 nights in a row. Probably. Only if there's a good contract coming up, but I don't think there is. Let me just quickly check. I mean, we're all over the place now, but let's just check. Hoeing, weeding. Yeah, there's not a lot of money to be made. So right now, this is not really worth it. So we'll probably go to sleep for 1 night. Check if we get lucky with another amazing, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 10,000 contract that we can do in a short time. If we are, we'll do that. If not, we'll just sleep another night. And then we have a ton of work ahead of us, doing all the grass, all the harvesting, and all that kind of stuff. So that will be interesting. Yeah, that's the plan right now. Let me do the watering first. Alright, greenhouses are watered, and I actually made up my mind. We are going to buy that tractor. And that also means that we can leave this one and the other one right at this farm, so they can do most of the grass work, because this one can now mow when we get to it. The other one can probably hoe it, and then with this one we can work the baler, and we can use our heavy tractor then for all the other jobs, like getting the trailer moved, and we do the harvesting with the other one. We can also use the strong one for the plowing and all. So we can just leave these two out here, and they can keep doing all the work here, both with the greenhouses and on the grassland. I think that's the best option. So let's head over to the shop. Let's get this one. Let's make sure we get the right engine set up. I don't want the twin wheels. Thank you. Get me some regular Vredestein wheels. Thank you. And this is it. Let's just buy it. Probably has a few hours on, so we have to repair it. But that's okay. There we are. Our purchase is now at the shop. Luckily, we can just hop around. And here it is, our new purchase. Look at this. We got a New Holland, which is cool because I live in Holland, so that's nice. And, well, looks pretty good. Damage 58%, but that's okay. And now we can use this one to simply make sure that we do all the jobs on the farm. Now, I have no clue how all the lighting works. If we press L or something, or honk. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to do that. I don't know how to get those lights on. But we'll figure that out soon enough. First, I wanted this repaired. And now we have a very strong and very fast tractor. I like it. Let's get over here. Let's see how much we have to spend on repairs. Probably a little bit. Oh, 5,000. That's not too bad. Yes, please. There we go. Now, of course, I don't know all the statistics about this tractor. So what you can do then, if you don't know them, just go over here and make sure that you check out. So it can go 50 kilometers an hour, which is great. It's pretty strong now. Let's get on it. And let's do another quick check. Is there a nice contract out now? No. Alright, we're going to sleep. And then after that, we will make sure that we do the grassland and all the harvesting on the other farms and buy the extra fields. Off we are. Alright, morning y'all. Let's do a quick check on this. Is there any nice contracts? No. But also on the fields. Oh, there has been some hail and we had damage on the fields. Ouch, that's not nice. It's okay though. And these are not ready to harvest yet, so this is good. They're still growing. I also want to check these, because if they, for whatever reason, are ready to harvest, we should buy them already. But no, they're both growing, so that's good. So this is all nice. The grass should also do 1 more month. So let's just go get another sleep, and then we have a ton of work ahead of us. And another good morning. By the sound of it, we had another bit of rain overnight. Hope we didn't get any more damage. Yeah, we got some more damage actually. Ouch, that's not good. I don't like that. But all should now be ready to get harvested. And in order to make sure we don't miss out on anything, even on contract jobs that we might have popping up later, like this one. There's a nice contract that we could do at some point. Let me first go ahead and buy the fields that we want to buy, which is at first field 31, buy, yes, and then field 8 as well. Let's buy, yes. We still have 28,000 to spare, which is serious money actually, so that's good. And I'm now going to put the AI to work on the grassland. And then we will go to work on our 2 fields, which means that I will hook this one up to the trailer, park it somewhere nice so that we can quickly fill out all of the canola that we're going to harvest into the trailer. And then hopefully do a ton of harvesting in a relatively short time. So before I go do this all, and I will show you all of this, I will put my grassland workers to work. Off we go. I'm still not sure what the most convenient way is. Just park the trailer somewhere and go to it with the harvester, or do it the other way around. But for now it will be fine. We're just going to do the harvesting and we'll probably end up driving towards the trailer. But that could be something for the future to figure out what's faster. I think with this new tractor this is going to be really fast. Because we just have a very fast, strong tractor, which is going to help. There is no straw swatting enabled on this top crop type. We can do that with the wheat field that we have. We have to get the baler out here then as well, so that we can also bale it. But we can have the AI do that at some point. We can just do one thing at a time for now. It's going to be a lot of work though, but I like that. This is the real farming, and it actually starts to feel a little bit like we really have our own farm now. And my Deutsche Fahr is now doing all of the mowing. I have the John Deere hooked up to the windrower already. So once the mowing is almost done, we can set it up to do the windrowing. We can then also go get baling started ourselves, while we let the AI, for instance, do some of the harvesting. And we'll just have to jump around every now and then to empty this one. That's all that we have to do. And then we can do the baling at the same time. So we could do this quite efficiently. But the big but there is the question about whether that is fun or not. And I actually think one of the things that I would just like to do is go a little bit slower than we have done right now. In terms of, I want to do a lot of the work myself because I just enjoy it. So, of course, for you to watch, that might not be the most pleasant thing. So I will still skip ahead serious bits of what we do. Of course, not when I talk, but when I don't talk. But I do want to do most of this myself. That's why I also turned it back to speed 1, because this is going to be a very busy day. And we will be letting the AI do jobs like the mowing and all, but I do want to do the baling myself. I want to do the harvesting myself. I love to do the harvesting. So that's things that I want to do myself. I also kind of want to at some point get an extra cultivator, for instance, so that I can set the AI to do cultivating work, but I can also do some of it myself. I don't want to get into a point where the AI is basically doing all of the land jobs and we're only doing the few things that the AI can't do, like the baling and stuff. I still want to do a lot of the work myself. That's what I enjoy most. So that's going to be something. And another thing is that I'm quite interested into getting our first business up. And what I would like to figure out is to find a business where our greenhouse can supply that business all the time. So we don't have to do all the tedious work of getting everything on the cart, selling it, and it's just taking up too much time, and it's not something that I really enjoy. Maybe if I get a nice forklift, a proper forklift that makes the job easier, that might be something more nice to do. But right now I don't really enjoy that. I also don't know if there is an actual car that would load them up automatically, like when you park next to them, that would kind of load them up automatically or something. There's probably mods for that, but if it's not in the base game, I kind of don't really want to use that. So but that's a question I have. So if you know about that, is there like auto loading cars in the base game? Then I would love to do that, because it just saves so much time. But the most fun thing would be for me, for instance, if we get wheat, and we can get, I don't know, a bakery or something, and we have a certain product like strawberries that we can grow ourselves, and then those will be turned into strawberry pies. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't even know if that's a thing in the game, but that would be interesting to me to then set the warehouses up like that, so that we don't have to do all of the loading with the lettuce all the time, and we can actually make a new product with it. That would be very much fun for me. And if that's the case, then we can try and work towards that, because I think that will be fun. So that's going to be another thing to think about. For that, we're going to need an extra piece of land, of course. But I think with all the harvest that we're going to get today, with all of the canola that we're going to get, and all of the wheat, and again the bales, imagine we get another like 80,000 for the bales. That's going to get us pretty close to, and again, buying maybe Field 33 and start a real farm, where we can build sheds and a living house, and also some of the like a dairy or a bakery or whatever, so that we can start to produce stuff on our own. Now, I think that's pretty time consuming to produce those things, so it won't make you money very quickly. But I can imagine it will make us a lot more money than simply just selling off these products. And if we have the patience for it, like we wait a year and you get, I don't know, 2 pallets of pies or whatever, I imagine that can really make you a lot of money. So yeah, I'm really interested into looking into that, and that does feel still like farming, you know. You just process something on your own farm and make the most money out of it. That's nice to me. So yeah, that's one of the things I would like to see myself doing. Of course, if you have any information on that, please let me know. Don't spoil it for me, or don't tell me exactly what to get. I will figure that out myself. But is it possible to get a nice production facility so that I can kind of hook up the greenhouses toward it, so that they will just distribute their products there, and then we can make some nice products in it? Is that possible? Let me know. Of course, I will be doing the harvesting. I will speed it up a little bit though for now, so that these 2 canola fields are done, and I think I'll get back to you as soon as we start on the wheat field to see what we get out of that, how much we got from this field, and we'll talk a little bit more about what else there is to do. Well, that's 2 fields done. That's the 2 fields that we prepped. So we got them fertilized very well. We took away the weeds, and also we got a lot more stuff out of it than we did last time. And we have a full trailer, which is 29,500, and another 2,600 in the harvester right now. So combined, that is over 32. It's over 34,000 actually. I think that should make us a lot of money. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try if we can empty out the harvester straight above the silo. I think that's possible. And that way we can just get rid of the little excess canola that's in here. Then we'll drive the trailer up there as well, dump that too. And then with the special screen we can see how much it should be worth. But I think canola goes at the high price for somewhere around 2,000. If we really have 34,000... that would add up to 68,000 in canola. Now, that's still less than 1 grass harvest, but this is a lot less work. So I think it's pretty good. And I'm pretty happy with this. Let's see if this actually works and I can properly do this. Can I? Yeah, according to the shade, we were already there, but according to the pipe, we weren't. All right, there it goes. It's going straight into the silo, I think. So that's handy. Now let's empty it out. There we go. And then we can already place this to face the wheat field out here, because that's going to be next. I have to be careful though, because also the cultivator stands here. So let's just Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be tight. I think we can soon do some terraforming on all of this land and make it... What? The wheat's gone. They already harvested this before we bought it. Oh, really? That's weird. I didn't see that. Oh well, at least we have the canola here ready, so that is something. Okay, so forget about the wheat, we're not going to get that. As soon as we slept, it was harvested. Sadly enough, it is harvested today, so I don't know how that happened straight after we got into it, but that's okay. I don't mind. We get some extra canola anyway, so that's where we want it. That's the extra money. Let's dump this off. If I can get it into a somewhat correct spot to really dump it off. It's good that we have this stronger tractor now though, because this one still has some struggles getting this up to the highest speed. Of course right now it does it, but it's a bit tough. Imagine having to do this with the other tractor. That's not nice. And I'm not sure if I'm editing that in, but I did put the John Deere to the windrowing already because the mowing was done. And as soon as the windrowing is done, we're going to do the baling out there. Now let me just try and maneuver this in such a way that we can easily dump all of the canola in here. I hope it will all fit in nicely. Is this going to be okay? I think so. So let's dump it. Let's see if this works well. I think it should. Yep. Just hope we don't get any spillage and stuff. There it all goes. Should be adding up to around 34,000. If I get out, will it still dump? Yeah, that continues. Okay, good. So we can see that. There it all is. 32,193. So it looks like... No, it actually adds up. This is the right amount. It's okay. Let's go to this screen and let's see. Canola, 32,000. Price now is 1,500. The highest price will earn us up to 70,000. Wow, that's great money. We also got some lettuce in because we slept a lot, so we already have 27,000 max worth of lettuce in February. That's nice too. So this already adds up almost to another 100,000. And we're not done yet. We have some more harvesting to do. So let me just get straight to doing that one canola field that's left. Then we will go towards the baling. And I don't know after that how much time there will be in this episode, or that we'll have to do the rest in another episode and prepare all the fields. We also have to do some plowing out here, so it's gonna be quite busy. So let's get straight to work. There come the last bits of this canola harvest, and it's also the last harvest that we can do. We almost got another full trailer here, or not really a full harvester, which is a very nice amount of money that we're gonna get from that. So let me just dump this in the trailer. We'll put the harvester away, we'll dump the trailer into the silo, and then I really want to see how much we actually have in terms of canola and what that should be worth. Now I can also already tell you, I've edited most of the episodes so far. It's way longer than expected. So this is also going to be the last work then. So after this is all done, today's episode will be over. Then the next one, we just got the message that the AI worker is done with the windrowing. We'll have to do all the baling and get all the bales ready and set. Then we will have to do a lot of cultivation and get ready for the sowing and all. So it'll just be our own farms that we're going to work on. There might even be some nice contracts out, although, I don't know, I haven't really checked. But for instance, there could be a nice harvesting contract out that we could do, like this one, but it's only 5,000. It's not really that much money, so that's probably not going to be it. There's also some baling contracts, but this is for square bales, so we can't do that. So, I don't know. It could be that the next episode will just be a lot of work on our own farm, and then we'll just skip some time. Or we can also do some contracts. Who knows? Sorry, some coughing there again. I think right now we just need to put this all away and make sure that we know how much money we have. And then for the next episode, we can make another plan. See what we can do. So let's put this beauty away for now. I don't think we're going to use it for any contract soon. And if we want to do some of our own harvesting soon, well, we have to wait another year. We have nothing more sewn in at the moment, so let's just stop right here. Drop it off. Should get into position straight. There we go. Let's make sure we get this out of the way and hooked on, just in case we have to actually drive somewhere. I just like to have it ready. Let's go to our trailer. Let's go dump off this stuff. And then, oh yeah, we're also going to have to do a bit of plowing to plow some fields together. I think we can plow these two together and the two big ones, so that at least we get a little bit extra space for more crops. That'll be good. And I think I'm going to take a little shortcut here. I really want to make this land flat, by the way, so that we can do this way easier than we are doing this right now. And then we can start to dump this in the silo and check the actual numbers. Okay, there we go. Let's dump. This should go quick. There we are. Alright, let's now check the final numbers. We have almost 40,000 liters of canola. That will get us almost 90,000. Now just think about the last time with the bills. We got 80,000, but it says it was worth 60,000. So let's take the 60,000 into account. That already means we get up to almost 150,000 selling the silage and the canola. And then in that time, we will also acquire a lot more lettuce, which could easily go up to 40 or 50,000. So then we might end up with another 200,000 on the bank by the end of this year, which should make some good money. And I think that is also the perfect amount of money to buy field 33 and actually put on, I don't know, maybe a shed and a house and all. It's time we get our own house. We're still sleeping here with Uncle Ben or whatever his name is, Uncle Walter. But yeah, we need to get our own place and get a proper farm set up. And we have some fields now. 4 fields to work on with crops. We have our grass area. So if it's up to me, and hey, it is because I'm gaming, we're going to start working on a farm soon. For now though, this episode ends right here. So that next time we can jump straight to work, get into the baling and start preparing to make sure that we can sell all the goods when they're at the high price. And get the fields going again, so that we make sure that this is all cultivated and seeded. Thanks so much for this one. See you next time.